Alright, well, hi guys, welcome back to another video. We're going to be talking about the singles portion of the Men's Open Singles for the North Dakota Adult Championships. So as you know, we've already went through the doubles portion of the tournament, and we did okay. We went 1-1, 1-1, lost one. We lost in the quarterfinals to a pair that went on to go to the final, and unfortunately fall short there. But yeah, this is my first tournament with the new racket. I've been demoing the Yonex V-Core 95, and this singles first round match is actually the official first match I played with this racket. I practice with it, I'll play practice matches, practice sets, whatever. But this is an actual first time I'm using this racket in a official match setting. So coming in, I was a little nervous and I was a little kind of excited, to see how this racket would play. As you know, it plays very differently from the pure Aero Plus that I come from. With 27.5 inches, 100 square inch head size, and just much more stiffer racket, right? So the 95 especially, it's much more control oriented. And I'll talk about my gear at a later time, but I did kind of customize it to my needs a little bit, and my string setup did change a little bit. I have natural gut in the mains to get some of that power back. I was used to the effortless power from the Aero, but going down to a 95, you're kind of losing that. So just to make up for the lost power, natural gut, string it at the same tension as I did with the Aero, and still have ReString 0 in the crosses. And today we're playing against another college player. He plays for D3 at University in Minnesota, and his game is big server. That's his bread and butter. He is a go big or go home type of guy. He goes for his serves, both first and second serve. He flattens it out like crazy. So, as you see in this match, I have a hard time, returning it with an effective ball. Setting up my own style of returns, and typically my return I'm really confident in over my serves. So he's confident in his serves and I'm more confident in my return. So it was an interesting kind of matchup to see how I would kind of go against his gameplay, right? So enough chit chat, let's get right into the match. Alright, so starting off the match, we're playing against the 6th-seeded Kringle, I believe is how you pronounce it. Sorry, Kai, if I don't pronounce your name correctly, but like I said in the intro, he's very confident in his serves, and obviously when he won the toss, I think he won the toss, he wanted to serve, so yeah, just a quick heads up, this match is going to be a very quick, he plays a very fast game. He wants to win the point off his serve right away, but because he's going for his serve, he did double fault quite a lot in that first game for me to break. And so right away we break, and we're just trying to hold serve to consolidate that break. It's not a break if you don't hold. So because this racket is new, because I was a little nervous kind of swinging freely on this racket, I was making some easier mistakes. Well, I always make easy mistakes, but yeah, this tournament is a no-ad format, so every deuce point is going to matter a lot. So get a hold, and we're up a break and a hold. So yeah, because this racket plays a little differently from the Aero, I had to adjust kind of the type of shots that I hit, not going for as much, just try to get the ball in play. That was mainly what I was actually just trying to do, was get the ball in play. I mean, against Kai, who's a big server, big hitter, I think, and a new racket on top of that, I think it's just wise to just get the ball in play, so. As previously mentioned, Kai goes for his first and second serves. He just goes for it. Yeah, I really like that point. Nice and simple. 1-2. 1-2 punch. His serves are so fast. Like he's sometimes. Like I feel like I get so lucky with like these calls because I definitely saw them out, even though the camera might not say so. Yeah, not enough brush up on that. Brush too much. Not enough drive on that last backhand there. Smart goes in the bottom of the net. So good stick from my end. Probably not the best idea to approach the net with that type of approach shot. But just keep the ball in play. That was my game plan. So as you noticed in that last call, even though it was out, I did hesitate just because, you know, I was already nervous returning to play. This is only my second tournament after my Achilles rupture, after my Achilles surgery. So I'm still trying to get, during this time, I'm still trying to get used to, you know, the match nerves, the adrenaline, and, you know, before I went back to school, before I got injured, I was always, wouldn't hesitate, and, ooh, nice forehand by Kai there. I don't know, after being away from the game for so long, you just lose confidence, and you just kind of start thinking about what other people think instead of, you know, you're just there to play and try to win, try to compete hard. I don't know if that makes sense, but that happens to me. So we're up 4-2 now. Got broken, but you know, we're just trying to kind of take a revenge back at that with a nice stick backhand winner. Yeah, so outs, we get another break. So we're up two or three breaks, I think. Playing smart here, just get the ball in play. So throughout this set, I noticed Kai goes for a lot of shots and is giving me some easy gifts, easy errors. So I'm just using that to my advantage here. Just get the ball in play. I really don't have to do anything, just have Kai hit one more ball and goes my way this first set. So you take the first set quickly, 6-2. Just playing at smart tennis. Just making Kai play here. Yeah, when these serves go in, they are... Yeah, they're brutal. So Kai's getting more of his serves in, so which kind of annoys me because I'm trying to return and try to win these points off his serve. But despite that, we still break. Good start to the set. Let's see if we can hold. Great forehand. I had a little late reaction to that return. I'm still noticing my reaction's a little slower compared to before. Again, just out of the game for so long from injury. And I say sorry because I shanked that serve. Shanked was the second serve, I believe. I'm just trying to hit past the service line for it to be considered deep. It's going to be easy for him to attack that net, attack the ball. So good break hold. I was actually proud of that approach shot, and volley setup. That was huge. So compared to the first set, we're having longer rallies now. Kai's just getting the ball in play, changing up his game. Yeah, so looking back now, if I were to kind of assume, I was kind of thinking Kai maybe is a slow starter, just warms up slower, meaning, you know, he kind of starts off rough, makes a lot of mistakes and double faults in the first set, but as he gets warm, he'll get really hot on the serve. That was kind of my assumption after playing him, and as we kind of look at this second set. Just wide. So I'm noticing, I remember I noticed these rallies getting longer, so I had to focus extra in. It's so easy to just win the first set and kind of let loose in the second. So I knew Kai was changing up his game, being more consistent. So in my head I was thinking, okay, like, time to lock in even more, to focus even more. Kai's gonna try to make a comeback here. The trigger too early. Alright, so another deciding point on my serve. Nice and deep. Honestly, I remember this volley. It was so lucky. Like, I thought I reacted late to it, but I somehow got my racket on the ball. And that volley barely went in. So that was clutch, good hold. And then I saw Kai coming to the net, so I hit low to his feet, forcing the air. I really like that return, but I just didn't keep my eye on the ball. Good serve from Kai. So tough playing against big servers. I like how I set it up the point, just a little wide. Yeah, so in my head I was thinking lobbing to his backhand side, but I went a little too much to the side, so went out wide. So Kai's doing a really good job just hitting the ball deep. Like, he's not letting me dictate. He's not letting me hit an effective ball, and offering me kind of fishing for mistakes from my end. So he's got couple breakpoint chances here to tie it up in this set. That's one. There we go. Alright, so force a deuce here, deciding points. Another deciding point on my serve. To figure out a way to hold serve easier, man. Okay, nice and deep. Make a move. Yeah, so I'm not going for too crazy shots. I'm just trying to kind of move them lightly and get that fish for that error. And we have a huge hold there. Oof, good serve. I really like that return, just the backhand approach needs to be better on that one. That was a good serve. God. I want his serves. I want Kai's serves, man. I wish I was tall and could serve that big. So generous double fault. We're up another 5-2 again. Let's see if we can close it out right here. So, even though I didn't move him all the way to the other side, I hit down the middle. It was nice and deep, so he was kind of jammed and not able to. Hit that ball too short. Yeah, so just hit it nice and deep. I was going for a backhand down the line winner. I think I got too comfortable. Not a good shot selection. Again, I try to go for a winner. Yeah, so lesson learned. Even if you're up 5-2, don't be comfortable. That's not a good enough lead. Yeah, so Kai finally breaks my serve. Now he's gonna serve. Now I'm just trying to break for this match. Can't touch his serves. Just keep it open. I should have went to the net. That was a good approach shot, good enough approach shot.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't even bother running for that. At that point, my legs actually got tired. I remember this one because I wanted it. I think my stamina isn't still 100% during this match, during this time. This match was in January, so it's exactly a year after I tore my Achilles and get surgery, so you know, it hasn't been that long since I've recovered to play matches, and my stamina and my leg muscles weren't back to normal yet. But despite, so yeah, now we're up 5-4. We're still up a break. Good return from Kai. Alright, so second chance to serve for the match. Good pick up. Invites an error. So match point now. Let's see if we can take it. Forehand goes long. Alright, so we take the match. 2-4. And honestly, like, even though, you know, Kai was making a lot of double faults, a lot of errors, I still was kind of happy with how I played. My first singles win actually since coming back from injury. So, you know, I was happy with how I played. I was happy with, during this time, I was kind of feeling more comfortable with the racket. I mean, I felt comfortable when I was demoing it, but it's a whole different scenario when you're playing an actual official match with a live ball. So, you know, this is kind of like the start of how I start feeling, you know, vibing with the racket, and really start to feel really comfortable with this racket for, you know, for the rest of this tournament, and, you know, up until May at the time of recording. So I'm still loving this racket. It's been playing really great for me, compared to the Arrow, where even if I hit it in the sweet spot, it's just so sporadic. You know, it's so inconsistent with the response that I get. And with the V-Core 95, because it's the smaller head size, there's actually a lot more power than people might think. Like, people are like, oh, this thing probably doesn't fly, but actually there's a lot of power, a lot of spin, and like the feel is so good. Like, that's what's so addicting to me. Like, when I hit it in the sweet spot, I immediately feel connected to the ball. I know if it's gonna go flying or if it's gonna go right in, and even if it's like in the sweet spot, like, it's just so like accurate. Like, you just know where you're gonna go. Like, you feel so connected to the ball, whereas compared to the Arrow, you kind of like lose it in the sweet spot. I don't know if that makes sense. That's just my personal experience, but anyways, I'm just happy with this win. We upset the 6th seed, so I take his spot, and we're trying to see how far we can go with the rest of this tournament. So that's it for today's video. Again, please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay up to date with the tournaments and matches that I play. And I'm planning to maybe do some more gear talk, stringing videos, gear videos, So yeah, if you're interested in that, comment below actually if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions of what you guys are curious about and what you guys want me to talk about. So all right, that's it for now. Thanks guys. I'll see you guys next time.